What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. The Dream Team is back together. I am here joined by Campfire and Layla Lynn. Guys, thank you so much for joining me last minute like this. Let me put the applause since you've got the dances going. Yes, welcome you guys. Yes. How have you guys been?
Ladies first.
I have been well. Something told me you were going to say that, Campfire. Gentlemen. But I've been doing well. Oh, wait a minute. Let me back up.
Wait. Good. You know, it feels like it's been a long time since we last seen each other, but I think it hasn't actually been all that long because we shot a collaboration. I think it was on your channel, Layla, when we talked about the Real Housewives of Potomac.
Yeah. Maybe like a month ago.
Yeah, right?
I don't know. I have no concept of time. A month or two. 1 to 2 months ago.
It feels like it, but it's great to see you guys again. How is everything going? Do you guys have any cool projects coming up or anything like that in the works?
Oof, I'm touring right now. I'm doing live shows across America.
That's amazing.
I love it.
Congrats, Campfire. I saw your New York show in the channel member section of your channel. That was so good. Congratulations. How's it been seeing all the other YouTubers in person?
Oh my gosh, it's been actually really cool because we do so much stuff on the internet, so we don't get to meet our communities in this way. And shout out to London, they really inspired me to do this sort of like meet and greet sort of situation. So it's been great. We did New York, we did DC, we have Philly on March 7th next week, literally. So and we have some other dates that are coming up as well. So I'm excited. It's a lot, but at the same time, it's fun once I'm actually doing it and I'm meeting everyone.
That's absolutely incredible. Congratulations.
I feel like I hate to compare you to anyone, but I feel like we're meeting. I don't want to say the next Andy Cohen, but in that vein, you know what I mean? Like we're meeting you here and you're about to blow up. You know what I mean?
I do nipples, y'all. I love that, Layla.
Andy Cohen, money. Come on now.
Okay. I sure hope so. Listen, I think it's always so amazing to see like so many people like rise up. You know, it's amazing. I'm so happy for you and happy for you too, Layla. It seems like you've been transforming your channel as well, exploring with different formats and everything. So good for you too.
Yes, and I'm loving it. I'm having fun on my channel, so I'm enjoying it. Yeah,
and that's what you should be doing, having fun.
Yeah. But sometimes YouTube gets stressful, especially dealing with celebrity news. It can get a little bit stressful, but I feel like the fun is coming back for me for YouTube.
I love that.
I'm totally with you. Exactly. It always feels nice when you're able to take a step back and try something different, creatively speaking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, just such a pleasure to be able to do that. You guys, we are supposed to be joined by Stephanie from Wine and Chill as well at some point in this stream. She's going to be giving us some legal commentary in regards to these hot topics that are trending right now on the internet. I wanted to start off a little bit light. So would you guys like to talk? And by the way, thank you all so much for joining us. Would you guys like to start talking about Portia Williams and Simon Guobadia? Because that story is just insane. Lord have mercy.
I mean, not to take over, but because we are the Dream Team and people always see us, we did a collaboration, Real Housewives of Potomac for 2 seasons. We just got the seating chart. Did you see the seating chart for Potomac?
I sure
I know
did.
people are going to want to know our thoughts on that.
All right, let's get into it. Do you want to give your thoughts first, Campfire? Because I already tweeted mine, and it's a one quick, simple sentence. All it said is, it said, thank God, Gizelle finally does not have first chair. Now we know, like they're saying, listen, you two are replaceable. Get it together.
Yeah, and Karen deserves her chair next to Andy because she worked overtime this season. To try and bring this divided group of women together.
Yes.
And for those that didn't see the seating chart, Mia got the next seat next to Andy. And I know a lot of people are like, why is that a big deal? For us, I know for you, Grace, it's not a big deal to us, but the Bravo universe makes it such a big deal. And it's usually that it's someone that had like the biggest part of the season, the most drama. But Kenya Moore said during her Carlos King interview that it's also a power position. So
Absolutely.
certain people, even if they didn't have a big season, they always have that seat, and that's Gizelle for the majority of her time there has sat
Mhm.
next to Andy. So for
Mhm.
this to be the season where she does not, it's pretty telling.
It is, right? Do you think they're sending that message that, hey, listen, you can't just be icing people out like you run this show or something like that?
I don't know if that's what's really happening. I think she has a good relationship with production and the network and Andy behind the scenes. I don't think
Mm.
it's that. I think maybe production wanted to send a message to the fans like, oh, we're not favoring Gizelle. I don't know if I
Mhm.
100% believe it. I'll believe it if next season we see some sort of change in regards to casting.
Mhm. And how do you feel about Gizelle, Robin, and Karen all being on one side, and then you've got Wendy and Candace on the other side? Is that kind of interesting to you as well?
It is interesting. I mean, I never understand the mindset that they come up with in regards to production on why they do what they do, but I guess it makes sense when you think about the conflict that's played out during season. We also have to keep in mind there's a lot of the season that we haven't seen. So
Mhm.
Mia having that position, next to Andy is probably telling more about her marriage drama is going to play out in these next few episodes. How have you
Mhm.
felt though about the season so far?
I haven't loved it, to be honest with you. I've been keeping up, but kind of reluctantly, regretfully, just because I know that, like, you, Layla, and I, we like to touch base every now and again about like the show and everything like that. But
Yeah.
it's just it's too mean. It really, really is. I feel like they're always looking for opportunities to be mean rather than opportunities to laugh and have fun and have light shade. Like most recently in this last week's episode, for example, Robin bringing up that Wendy and Candace exchanged glances over Giselle's story about her daughter going away to university. I feel like that was blown out of proportion, to be honest with you, out of boredom. Like stuff like that, I don't love. What about
Yeah,
you?
especially because they were having a good time. They were playing that
Mhm.
game. For once, I thought this one episode was going to be mostly fun. Did I love the fact that Candace and Wendy were making faces as she's talking about Grace going off to Florida? We can't change the fact at this point in time that Grace is going to Florida for school. So I just feel like
Mhm.
it's pointless. But maybe those faces were edited from another moment. Who knows? I don't know.
Mhm.
However, I just was like, why do we have to go here now? Save it for next
Mhm.
week if there's going to be some sort of issue. Y'all clearly don't like each other. I don't know what needs to happen over at Potomac, but the resounding criticism that everyone has been saying this season, it's been boring. They haven't been entertained. Honestly, I haven't. And we've recapped it during the good seasons.
It was
So,
so good. I remember the hay times with you and Layla. We were just having a ball because they were having a ball. Like,
uh,
yeah, they had the mess and stuff, but it wasn't ugly. It wasn't mean. It wasn't hateful. Like, for example, there was another thing too. Oh, I see Layla is back. There was another thing too that really like annoyed me, which is Giselle crowning NECA, the new Grand Dame of Potomac, and then Karen, she's like, well, you don't even live in Potomac. And then they get into who owns their house, who doesn't. It doesn't matter if you own your house outside of Potomac, It's like this is a thing between the Potomac girlies. Like, I don't know why they keep throwing that in Karen's face that she doesn't own her home as some sort of a dig. I don't really like that kind of thing. What about you
mind you,
guys?
she used to own a home in Potomac. Just saying.
Exactly. Exactly. She sold it. She's renting now. So what? It's not a huge deal. It's not a huge diss. I don't care for it.
Me.
Someone just said Giselle's so corny, and I agree. And I'm sad about it.
No, I'm sorry because I missed some stuff. My electricity, actually, my whole electricity went out like twice just now. But
Oh,
I'm back. Did y'all talk about the seating chart?
Yes.
yes.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay. I was about to say when the person said Giselle's so corny, and she finally lost that first chair. I was just about to bring that up.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What did you think about the other positions of Mia sitting next to Andy this season?
Why does Carlos King keep saying Mia is the future of Potomac? I don't get.
He said that?
Yes,
Yeah,
Mia be lying is the new face. Mhm.
yeah. I don't get why she has the first seat. I don't see why he's saying she's the future of Potomac. I don't get it. I feel like she's a young Karen, to be honest with you. Like her and Karen are like the same person, just different ages.
Mm.
And
Oh,
Karen, yeah, her background is a little different, but
yeah.
the basics are the same as far as marrying an older man and things like that.
Mhm.
So I can see why her and Karen have that beef that they have, but I don't see why Mia is, first chair.
Yeah.
And I don't mean to hate. I never want to be a hater. I don't mean to be a hater. I just don't see it.
Yeah.
Well, that's not being a hater. That's your honest opinion.
Yeah. Okay.
And you know what? I have to admit, and I know this is kind of like, this is something we talked about when we used to recap, and I see Stephanie's back too. I like Mia and all of her pathological lying, you guys. It's funny to me. Now she's a stripper with an inheritance, and Gordon was broke, but he was giving her $10,000 a night. I love this.